Hello, kindergartners! Welcome to another great day of math with Miss Ronigan. Do you remember how yesterday I told you when I was sleeping, I went out and I looked at all of these white things in the sky? What are those called again? Stars! Oh, did you get a chance to look at the stars yesterday? I sure hope so. If not, tonight might be the night. Maybe you could take a peek once it gets dark to see if you can find any stars. Well, last night I remember telling you how I recommended you look at the stars. So I wanted to look at the stars again. So I went outside. I got my telescope so I could see really, really far away because otherwise the stars look like so many little tiny dots. I went outside and I looked at my telescope. And do you think I saw any stars? I did. I saw a bunch of stars. It was pretty dark out, so the sky was black. And I saw all of these stars. Can you help me count them together? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I saw 10 stars in the sky. 10 always has that 1 first, 1 and a 0. Now, are all of these stars the same size? They're not. There are a bunch of little ones and some big ones. I think I only see one big one. Show me your fingers how many big ones? Just one. So total there's 10 stars, so I'm going to add my equal sign. So that equals 1 big star. And I have to add together my little stars. Now, if I know that there are 10 big ones and I just have to take away 1, or 10 total, and I just take away 1, there are how many little ones? 9. Let's do a quick count to double check. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I saw 10 total stars. I know that there was 1 big one, and so there were 9 little ones. Now, all of a sudden, when I was looking in the sky, I saw a big star, and it went super, super big. And it also became a big star like the other one. So I still have the same amount of stars, which is 10. So there's still a 1 and a 0. Now 10, I no longer have just one big star. Instead I have 1, 2. So 10 equals 2, and now I have to add all my little stars. Show me on your fingers. If I have 2 big stars and I still have 10 stars, how many little stars do I have? Don't shout it out, just show me on your fingers. You could help me figure out a few different ways. You could count all those little stars, or you could start at 10 and count down 2. Well, let's try it. 10, 9, 8. So there must be 8 little stars. Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, so far I saw that 10 equals 1 plus 9, but 10 also equals 2 plus 8. All right, so I was looking at those stars for so long. They are so beautiful that all of a sudden, boop, another one popped up and got even bigger. But not just one star grew its size. 2 more stars grew in size. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 big stars. Now, it still looks like the same amount of 10. But how many little stars do I have now? What number could I add together to equal the number 10? Show me on your fingers. Don't shout it out loud. Show me on your fingers. All right. If I have 10 and I take away 4, it gives me the number 6. Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, how cool. So I know that 4 plus 6 equals 10. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 1 plus 9 equals 10. There are so many different ways that those stars could have been up high in the sky. So now I was looking at these big, beautiful stars, and you'll never guess what happened. They got bigger. Oh my, more stars got even larger so they could shine so bright in the night sky. Let's do a quick count. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 big stars. We did the opposite one before. Whoa. So before we saw that there were 4 big stars and 6 little ones. So now if I flip-flop it around and there are 6 big ones, whisper to me, how many little ones do I have? 4. Now you see 4 little ones. And 6 plus 4 equals 10 You got it. Great job. Don't forget, when we write our 10, it's a 1 and a 0. Fantastic. Look at all of those beautiful stars in the night sky. So today, friends, on your math workbook page, you get to practice looking at all of these gorgeous stars. The first thing you do is always the same. Pick up your pencil and write your name. Don't forget that full name at the top of your paper. Then you get to see a bunch of big stars and a bunch of little stars, just like I saw in the night sky. The first big star is the color blue. So there's only one blue star here. That's why there's the number 1. Now, there are 10 total stars. It's actually a 10 frame. One group of 5 and another group of 5. And we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. So if I have the number 10 for total stars, I take away 1. How many little stars do I have? 9. So we have to go through every time. You can choose if you want to write the 10 first, because you know that there's always 10 and 10 equals the other numbers, or if you want to write the equation and then write it that it equals 10. Up to you, but don't forget that there are 10 total stars, so that number is important. Let's take a look at this one over here. We see one whole row filled up of big stars. We know that one whole row in the 10 group is 5 stars. So we have 5. Put that number in your brain. Let's count one more 5, 6. Ooh, so I see 6 big stars. Whoa, we just practiced this one. If I see 6 big stars and there's 10 total, how many, show me on your fingers, are there of the little stars? There are 4. Now, I can't just write the number 4. I first need this special sign in between. What's between? What sign is that called? The adding or the addition sign. Don't forget that sign, because that sign shows us that these two numbers are being added together to make our bigger number of the number 10. So you need all of those pieces. You need the 2 numbers for the little stars and the big stars. You need your adding sign, and you need this sign. What's it called? Equal sign. Do it all. Count the big stars first and then the little stars. When you're all done on the front, flip it over. On the back, we've practiced this earlier in the year, and we get to practice again. It says draw circles to show each number. Write the 10 and the 1s under the circles. Complete the equations on the bottom. So we see our match here, and this shows all of our teen numbers and this last number. What's that number? 20. Now we know that every teen number has 1, 10, and then some 1s. We don't know exactly how many 1s if it's a teen number unless we exactly know that number. So this first one is already done for us. What number is at the top? 11. Now we see 2 white rows. We know that one whole row is 10. So let's double check. 1, 2, 3, count with me, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Booyah. Perfect. So there is one whole group of 10. Now, in every teen number, we know that there's a group of 10, so every single one of your 10 groups should be filled up in that first row. Now, it's not just the number 10, though. It's the number 11, and the number 11 is one more than the number 10. That's why one more circle in the next row is filled in. So then at the bottom, we write a number 11 as 10 plus 1. Because that equals 11. All right, let's do the next one together. This is the number 12. All right, count with me as I fill in my circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I have that 10 row filled, but now I need to keep going. 11, 12. So I know that I see that there's 10 because that whole row is filled. But how many circles am I having only on this side? There are 2. So I'm going to write the number down there. I'm writing the number 2. So at the top, I see that there's the number 12. This side shows me the 10. So there's 1 10s. And this side shows me how many 1s. There are 2 1s. The same thing goes on here. There's a 10 plus a 2. All right, I bet you might see that there might be a pattern or something that you notice about each of these. So look at that number at the top. Fill in the amount of circles, write the numbers at the bottom, and finally, you get to fill in the equations at the bottom. It tells you the number that you're looking for first. Awesome. This is the number 14. We know that there's always a teen number every teen number has the number 10 in it. So 14 has 10 plus another number. Well, behind each teen number is the sneaky 0. So if I have 14, we know it's a 10 and the number 4. Try to do these as fast as you can. I know you can do it. Take your time, have lots of fun, and try to look at the stars tonight. I love you and I miss you. Goodbye.